Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a quick look at a channel favorite, and this is Draftkings. Draftkings is one I've talked about numerous times in this channel, and today the stock price is up 6.89% as I am recording this episode. Sometimes it's gone as high as 7% for the day. So today I want to take a quick look at what's happening, why is the stock price moving so much. But if this is your first time here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment where I have 10 free stock ideas for you right now. So we can see, right, even though it's been a strong day for Draftkings in the past year to date, the stock is up about 11.8%. So not a slow mover right now, but we can see from its 52-week high, the stock is still down about 30%. So unfortunately, there might have been some people that probably picked up at the high, and we're still pretty far from those levels. But let's try to understand what's happening today. So Draftkings today on their investors relations website, and this is October 26th of 2021, confirmed that they will not make a firm offer for Entain at this time. So for those that are not familiar, late in September, there were news that Draftkings was purchasing Entain. So Entain is again another gambling sports betting company, mainly in Europe, but also very big globally. And they were going to purchase this company for about $22 billion. Actually could see when that news came out, it was around here in September, how the stock price just dropped like crazy. Investors weren't that excited about Draftkings purchasing such a big company like Entain, and we can see the stock price did take a hit after the company reported that news. So Entain right now, if we take a quick look for the day, is actually doing the opposite as Draftkings. This is down about 5.63%, and we can see, right, we can see when this kind of news came out that there was going to be some form of acquisition, and since that acquisition peaked, the stock price is down about 19.56%. So now let me share my overall thoughts. Do you want 10 free stock picks right now? Well, if you do, let's take a quick listen to today's sponsor, a great reason why I'm able to provide so much content to you guys for free. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 free stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 4x. Go to fool.com/Jose to get your free 10 stock picks now. When I saw this acquisition, obviously I am a holder of Draftkings, and I really wanted to dig deep into this information. Entain seemed to be a good buy, in my opinion, in forms of the way they're trying to grab new users to kind of create this kind of sports betting world and online gambling, iGamification. Entain seemed to be a strong choice for Draftkings. Unfortunately, Entain came with some, I want to say, heavy baggage. They did have some form of contracts or partnerships with some of Draftkings, I want to say, competition, and they needed that agreement from that competition. And what I'm guessing is that other competitor of Draftkings was making a little bit too much noise for this acquisition, so where Draftkings says, hey, it's not worth it, we're just gonna back off the deal. So that's pretty interesting to see. I do wish the acquisition would have moved. I think it would have made Draftkings a whole different company, but I don't think it's an acquisition Draftkings needs. Draftkings, if we take a look at their most recent earnings, I do believe I have the presentation, maybe I do not, but in their most recent earnings, you can see Draftkings is focusing on great moves to kind of grab more users. One is the NFT marketplace, which seems to be doing really strong. Second, they're trying to create new content creations in form of free-to-play games, in form of video content to bring more users. And then the overall iGamification market as well. So Draftkings, in forms of this acquisition needed, I don't think it needs it. I do think it would have helped out Draftkings kind of grow a little bit faster, in my opinion. But investors seem to think otherwise, and that's why the stock price right now is up 7.2%. So that's pretty much what happened today with Draftkings. One other thing is Draftkings is expected to report earnings on November 5th of 2021 before the market opens. This is one I'm going to be keeping an eye out. That's usually on Friday. I believe that's going to be up next Friday is when Draftkings reports earnings. If we take a quick look at stock price, in my opinion, even with this 7% up, 6% up, Draftkings is still sitting at a nice, attractive levels. Obviously, when you see days like today, volatility will continue. The market is pretty green. Right now, just the volatility in the market for me is more like a dollar cost average, even though this is a nice point where It depends. If you can withstand volatility, it might be a great point to buy a nice base position. If you can't withstand the volatility, it's maybe a dollar cost averaging position, because DraftKings, I believe, is going to be one that moves with very, very high movements like it is today. Another thing I want to take a quick look at is DraftKings price to sales ratio forward 1 year. Right now sitting at about 11.52. I don't think that's ridiculous expensive. Like I said, this is definitely a one that's growing at crazy levels. Sports betting, all types of online betting, iGamification is becoming more legal in different states here in the United States, fantasy sports books and all that. And I can see this growing internationally as well in the upcoming years, and the overall way that they're doing stuff like the NFT marketplace, like I mentioned early on, makes DraftKings one of my favorite markets at the moment. So if this is your first time here, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good night, and see you next time.